Yes.
There was a mama bear and 2 cubs.
That was another time.
Mama bear, 2 cubs, and another bear on our porch, and we were like, oh my.
Cara and Sienna were fascinating. 2 sisters from Montana, a vast region of America where there's hardly any population, and it's full of mountains and rivers and ranches.
And we are in the orchard, and we were like, it was kind of like one of those.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, little bear.
I think it all happened. I think every single story that we're telling happened.
And considering that to most of us, America represents the very high end in technology and industrial innovation, it was really interesting meeting someone who lived in the boonies but still traveled to Europe at least once a year to stay enlightened, I guess. But their stories really held me, and I really thought they were VJ material. So for once on my trip, I could sit back and let someone else do the entertaining.
But we've got a mud room where we used to store the dog food. And so in walks this bear up our front porch.
In our mudroom, and we can look around and see it all
mudroom.
happening. And he's in the mudroom pushing against our front door.
And you can hear it from the other side, and we've only got like this deadbolt lock holding it. And we're all like, ah!
We're against the door, just like pushing it, like, oh god, fuck, don't come
Like,
in.
so my dad goes out the bay window and looks outside, and the bear reaches around and looks out the other side, and like gets scared because he sees my dad, and so he's bolting. But it was like there was a bear.
I have another one.
Why doesn't he keep a gun in the house? I mean, with the problem with bears
He
and...
doesn't play nice. He's too like, I have a bow and arrow.
Really?
Yeah, except for he never really even knows how to use it, but
He doesn't know how to kill.
and
he
he's
needs to
just
kill.
he would rather like figure a jewelry way to like bang some
Get a trap or something. But I do also remember my grandmother came up from New Jersey. My mom's mom came up, and our entertainment for the evening would be going to the dumpsters, like the local dumpsters,
Yeah.
and the bears would congregate at night there. And they'd come into the dumpsters, and we'd park our car. We'd shut off all the lights. It was pitch black, and we'd wait about 5 or 10 minutes. Slowly we'd see bears coming down, going for the dumpsters,
No way.
the garbage, and that would be like our
they
entertainment.
would just open up the top and sit there and like
And
grab
grandma
a
would be
big
like,
thing
oh,
of garbage.
shit.
And we'd have our video cameras just sitting there like watching the dump bears just pick through garbage, munching away.
Wow, man.
So very interesting. Same with that. What else were there? Bear stories. There's been a few.
You told me earlier that you had an owl kill your cat.
Yes, that was about a month ago. It's a really sensitive subject, actually. I fell in love with this cat, this white cat. My dad brought huge balls. You know, these balls were about the size of that golf ball you have there.
He's had 2 of them.
This size right there.
Really? That's huge.
I don't know what was about, but I've never seen a cat. I mean, like when it walked away, and it strutted its shit. Like it would walk away from me every time. It was like.
Okay, so here's the story. Owls pick up their prey by their large talons.
No.
Scoop them up, and then they fly them to where they want to kill them. They peck their head through the top of the animal's head and kill them very quickly, but leave a large hole in. But then the cat was eyes were.
But it was like that was my cat. Like, that was my cat. Like
It
that
was
was.
a cat. It was really
It
sad.
was like the best cat.
But I also had a cat that I eaten my mom.
And a puppy
Yeah.
got eaten by a pack of wolves.
All of our animals died. Either that or our neighbor shot them with his pellet gun.
Are you serious?
Our next to land neighbor who lived about probably 5 miles away. He bordered our land. If ever our dogs were out running and chasing deer, which would happen because the dogs of our like area would all pack together and their animal wolf instincts would all group together and they would go out and they would chase deer and they would bring down deer and then they would kill them and then never really eat them because it was all just fun and games for dogs. So anyway, they'd be running along and our neighbor would just shoot them with a bird shot. So just spread, you know, in a large radius, a lot of bullets, which then would, dog. So we actually had a dog survive from it, which was the only dog that survived from it, but she wound up eventually dying because she had lead
So much
bullets in
lead. She
her.
had 16
lead balls in her body. So this is normal family life.
This is normal. This is what happened. Walking home from the bus. We had
So
2 ponds and a freshwater stream running through it. Here 20 acres of a log cabin that was built by Dad, actually our father.
Yeah, he finished it. But the thing with our house is we had hydroelectric power, which kept the place running. So we did have a TV, but whenever our hydroelectric power would run out, it would charge batteries, and so when the batteries would charge, when they go low, we would lose our power. And there was 2 lights in the house and 1 TV, and oftentimes it wouldn't last long enough to watch a movie. So when it did
recharge,
because
it
was hydro, there was water coming in through this pipe, and the pipes oftentimes got stuck from the screen, so we'd have to like walk up in the middle of the woods about 10 minutes away from our house and clean the screen, and then wait a half an hour for the batteries to recharge to finish the movie.
Are we ready to hit Rome?
Pardon me?
Are we ready for Rome? Waiting out there.
We're gonna go.
I love our life. Can I just say,
You know what? I appreciate that someone such as yourself would want to put it on film because it's film worthy.
It is.
Compliment.
It is. Otherwise I wouldn't film it.
I wish that I had gone into film.
Yeah? But you always can with the background in the visual arts.
I know.
You always can.
Sometime I'll be working in film.
Listen.
And making creative films like.
What kind of films do you like? What's your favorite movie of all time?
Favorite movie.
It's one of my favorite slam book questions.
Hard to say. But people have asked me that, and I feel like Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind.
I love
I always
Eternal
click
Sunshine.
back there, but
Oh God, that was such a great movie.
Visually, yes. But I think it was a bit of a mindfuck, wasn't it? I mean,
Oh hell yeah!
it came from
Good.
I like ones that do.
This was the beginning of a very memorable walk and a very memorable night of my trip, spent with my 2 refreshing friends, Cara and Sienna.
I don't have time to watch
A
movies.
breath of fresh air from America. We walked all over Rome, all the way down to the Colosseum, bumming cigarettes off people on the way. Additionally, I was happy that I was immortalizing all these experiences that I was having, and that in some way all of this was going to stay with me, and that this night, as well as any other memorable experience of my trip, was not just going to be some fading memory by the end of the summer. And just in case you're already pondering the outcome of this little film, I'm happy to tell you that me and Sienna keep in touch regularly, even today.
Gotta be, right?
Yeah, Trattoria. Sounds like fun.
Sounds like the fun at the ball.